in the ranks that are from the area.
That I didn't know.
So yeah, there's some documentation of that as well. All right, this is the Daniel Davis Wheatfield. It was larger at the time. If you've got the trailhead map, you know they show in the white where it's open now, but they show in the green out there where the field actually was. This area is pretty much right. If you took from the wood line here, it went straight out and then over, kind of this section would have been more open. So a little bit larger field at the time. Now, what you're getting here is kind of what I call a vortex. Let me borrow your map again if you don't mind, just to kind of explain this, because it's much easier to explain on a map than here.
I knew we had Ken Long for some reason.
All right, it is here at the crossroads of the Hamburg Prairie Road and the Eastern Corinth Road. That's the crossroads right there where you see the stop sign. That's right here. We're here at the Daniel Davis Wheatfield. This is where the Confederate line that's been going along, and here you can see if Sanders Bruce, stick or something, but if Sanders Bruce's brigade is doing this right here, and the Confederate line has turned like this, and McClung's battery's right here. Do you see how McClung can fire right on their flank there? This is where the Confederate line, following the Hamburg Purdy Road here, will turn. Not a 90-degree angle, that's probably what, 45? Something like that.
Yeah.
This will be the Confederate line that we're going to follow through the rest of the morning here. So it'll turn. So what you've got is the Confederate line doing something like this and like this. Now, the last place you want to be is where? You can attack here, you can attack here, but if you attack up into here,
Crossfire,
you're going to be catching it from both sides. So that's why I call this the vortex. The Confederate line do something like this, and whoever stumbles into that area is going to be catching it from all places. That is Hazen's brigade. You know about Hazen from Stones River, the monument, and all that kind of stuff. Still part of Nelson's division. Almond across the river, Sanders, Almond about here, Sanders Bruce here, Hazen right here. I've got it a little long. Anyway, they'll move kind of this way into the vortex. These are some of the famous regiments. I don't remember right off the top of my head.
9th Indiana, I think.
9th Indiana, the
41st Ohio,
41st Ohio. There's the Kentucky Regiment, 9th Kentucky, I think. 6th Kentucky, Colonel Wycliffe. We could look on the order of battle, I guess. But anyway.
More fun this one.
It's actually been years since I've delved into this, and so on. I'm in Vicksburg mode right now. But at any rate, Hazen will move across into the Davis Wheatfield. Their intention is to capture the Washington artillery. This is the famous Washington artillery. Anybody experts on them? As I understand it, there are 5 companies. Washington artillery. Where 4 of them, of course, are in Virginia. There's 1 company, 1 battery out west, and this is it, attached, as you see, to Anderson's brigade. Anderson's far off at this point, not here, but they will be at the same time firing. We're right here. They'll be firing in this direction against Bruce and so on. So what Hazen is doing is trying to relieve some of that pressure, but he gets caught obviously in this vortex. Now, there's other stuff going on as well. We're getting into the area of Breckinridge's Corps, and they have orders as well to move forward to the attack, move forward to the advance. And at this point, maybe Beauregard's still thinking, yeah, we are going to mop them up. So, you know, let's start our attacks. Maybe more of them than we think, but we're still going to mop them up. So Martin's brigade, this is Bowen's brigade yesterday. Bowen is wounded, so John D. Martin will move out in this area, starting to move forward. And this is, again, one of those examples of where Hazen and Martin just meet each other, basically. And so Martin will move forward. Hazen will meet him. One outflanks the other. In fact, Hazen will kind of outflank Martin, or actually Martin will outflank Hazen. That necessitates bringing up reinforcements. So Smith's brigade of Crittenden's division, so we're getting another division moving in here, which will come along. So it's kind of like, you know, I move forward, you outflank me, but we bring somebody up to outflank you. They're outflanking each other like crazy out in here. But the net result I always like to kind of zoom out a little bit and get the takeaway in the net result, is that this is the heaviest fighting on the second day. Right here, there are more casualties. Hazen's brigade loses more, and all of that. So this is the heaviest fighting. Hazen will move forward enough to actually take Washington's guns here, the Washington artillery guns. Then you have that major counterattack by the Crescent Regiment. You see their monument right over here. That's the Crescent. It's more like a hammer and sickle to me than a Union kind of thing, but that's the Crescent Regiment monument.
We are soldiers and workers too.
In fact, I had a guy just email. You get emails like this. He emailed me and said, in your book you spell Crescent Crescent, but on a national park, I don't know how they spell Crescent Field out here. Where's Crescent Field?
But yes, I do get emails like that. Well, I'm not responsible for the spelling across the
Where is
universally.
Crescent Field? They don't have. Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
CRES. Well,
Right.
no, I need my glasses. I can. What does that spell? CRESENT. CRESENT. Anyway, he said, which is right? I emailed him back and I said, well,
The Oxford English
I don't know.
Dictionary is online.
well, I told him probably. He said I told him basically, try to be nice about it and so on, but said who knows? It really, don't know. Probably the assumption is the correlation with the Crescent Regiment, and that's the
Right.
CRESCENT. And then I said, I don't even know that Crescent CRESCENT is even a word. It's not in the dictionary.
No.
So I don't know where that even comes from. And so then
Unless it's a name.
do that.
From people that misspell
Well,
it.
I guess so. Well,
Almost his map had Shiloh
Andrew
spelled
Jackson,
SHYLOW, so.
Let's put it this way. For 20 years after the end of World War II, we all believed that the Rangers assaulted Pointe de Hoc. And the French spelling is Pointe de Hoc, H-O-C. A clerk typist in the First Army, when he was drafting the maps, labeled it Pointe du Hoc, H-O-E. And so for many years, that's what every American military
It might be
historian called
pronounced
it.
that. Is it pronounced? Because I don't think it's
Pronounced
French.
ho, yeah.
Yeah.
Pointe de Hoc.
Well,
Yeah.
I ascribe to Andrew Jackson's theory that you can never trust a man that can only spell a word one way. I don't know. I told the guy.
I gotta remember that.
That's great.
I said, I hope this helps, although I can't imagine it does. But I don't know how you spell Crescent Field. What difference is it? Anyway, that's the Crescent Regiment with the C in it. They make the counterattack here. They retake. This is dramatic stuff. They retake the Washington artillery guns here and drive Hazen back. Heavy fighting. Again, I'm simplifying it a little bit, probably too much and so on. But we've got a lot of ground to cover. But as Hazen falls back, there is a humorous story that Hazen gets lost and nobody knows where he is. Nelson actually thinks that he's dead, and actually gives a reward. Whoever will go out and find the body, bring the body back, will get this monetary reward, and so it turns out Hazen's story is that when he got back to the other side of the field, there was a fence there and his horse couldn't jump it, so he went down to where he could go through the gap in the fence. Have you heard this story? And gets there, and by the time he gets